want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Don't look through it. Curious. The mask is here to watch you fail again. Don't fail. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. Different. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood.
He loves you. Thank you. Dillian, wait. Dillian. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go. Where is he? Where's he gone? Remember, Dillian. We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in here, remember? He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
And Balder striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
And you. You have no chance. Nobody will ever again.
Loki makes a dock out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Hud, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Hud says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart
Years had
bursts.
passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
He was the only one who didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has.
You broke him. You killed him. I couldn't see the darkness within you.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the thing she
Can't.
loves.
She destroys the thing she loves.
Wasting your
You have no time for this. Speak up.
Listen to your father when you had the chance.
I didn't listen to you.
The trials to distract you and
He set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall.
what if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you.
What if they take you no closer to Dillian?
That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? You heard that loved you.
You squashed it, destroyed it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Do you remember how he made you feel?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
What if they don't actually make sense?
The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the worlds.
The gods but it doesn't mean anything.
You can't read this language, you don't understand.
Sinbel was right.
You're wasting time.
You're cursed. You'll never succeed. Slow! Quicker!
What if they're all about wasting your time just minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she...
They mean nothing.
Your love because she believed in you. What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be this.
Be the first time.
Dillian! Dillian never much cared for the underworld
You're going to fall.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Senua.
You can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see,
Very careful.
and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel. You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. There he is. That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe. No! Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... Just gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword?
What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.
What if this is the end?
It's just a trick.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
You're being tested.
You don't know. It's just their game for you.
You never know which way it's going to go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older, and where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels... It doesn't feel right. This place feels... It's...
What is this place?
It feels wrong.
It feels strange.
Where is it? Where are we?
Turn back.
This is wrong.
This has to be wrong.
This place stinks.
It's disgusting.
It smells like death. I can't breathe.
Can you smell the death?
It's...
It's too much.
Turn back. There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air
Where's it
smells.
gone? Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed.
He's so close.
Just one little test to do.
You can. It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them. The bridge. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
You found a way.
To climb the tower.
The ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge. You passed the trial. Get to the house.
Done. You succeeded. Until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
The runes.
There was a Northman called Garuda, big, red-haired, immensely strong, but he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Garuda, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
What's that sound? Reality is shattering. Dillian! They're coming for me!
Someone's calling you. What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's
There
trying
it
to...
is.
It's close.
Run!
Run now! You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? The light. Go towards it. Focus. Focus. Two more. Where are they? Don't let it see. You'll start to panic.
There it is. Move away.
Don't let it look quick.
Where's Dillian? Where is he? This is taking too long.
Can you hear him? You're lost.
Two more runes.
You have to find them.
Where are the runes?
Are they?
there. It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus.
To find one more. One does.
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Let him look at you.
What should I do? You've got them.
You have them. Where's the door?
We have to find a way out.
Find the gate.
Get out.
Run.
Run. Let him look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die.
I feel it.
You're dying. The burning has begun.
dying. The burning.
The burning has begun.
Go
There
to the
it
gate.
is.
There they
Focus.
are. The
Focus.
rooms. You can get through.
Where are you? Run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run!
Senua.
You don't have your sword. You came through the wrong door.
Where's your sword?
To defend yourself is that creature.
You can't do this.
It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Senua!
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts.